you've had me move this up in
I
the
have.
stance.
I have moved it up in the stance.
Will you be bringing it back later? Or is this where I'm going to start?
No, this is where we're going to start playing this shot. So what that helps you, encourage you to do is to keep that club. So the further back in the stance the ball is, the more we're going to want to come inside.
Right.
And we're trying to get you away from keeping that club, getting that under the hands and inside. So we're going to start playing the center to inside left foot. So you can start to feel like you're swinging left a little bit more with an open club face. And there would be what you were saying is I pulled it. Okay? So now we're going to look and see. It is a slight pull. You're 2 degrees on the outside. So it's a slight pull, but that face was also probably 4 degrees closed. So if you're going to be swinging left through impact, we got to feel like that face is staying a little bit more square to open. There you go. And the handles forward slightly, you're going to have a more open face. That's another big key. Okay, good. How's it going?
9.2 is out here.
Nope, R's in. So
R's-
that's dangerously getting inside,
still
inside a
inside.
little bit.
Gosh, it feels like I'm not. Out here.
Well, that's just our takeaway. Yes, but I would love you to be able to trace the same line going back and through. But yeah, you're going to feel like the club's on the outside of the hand a little bit more. Okay. So all that one was, we didn't register because we weren't in the box, but you got a little bit flippy on that one.
Where should I be?
When that shows a solid,
Should
you're
I
gonna
be
see-
here? Or
See how I'm moving it around in there?
oh, I see. Okay.
So just find somewhere in that little squarish thing, and then you're ready to go. All right, so hit a fade swinging left. Okay, better. That's what I'm looking for.
So when you say hit a fade, right?
Balls are gonna fall right.
But how am I? Is that just a mental thing?
No, I'm quizzing you a little bit here to see if that's something we understand. So what I'm trying to get you to feel, go ahead and set up for me. I want your hand path and club going literally on your shadow line right there. But if we're gonna feel like we're over here, we're already coming into the ball on the outside of it. We don't need to release the club face. We wanna feel like that face stays more square. Okay, so I'm just trying to get you to feel, there you go. But your hands have to be going, now your body's gonna be rotating to allow the hands to go down that line on the ground. You feel that? That's for our rotation. There we go, that's our blend. There. That right there would be a pretty straight shot with the ball falling to the right.
This here.
Yep. So if I put my club here, Jeff, where do I want your hands to go? There you go. Now do you see how that squares up the face? See where you're at? Now keep rotating left in the club. Go ahead. Now rotate left. See how square that is?
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, you'd come down to the golf ball, your club would be under here, and then you'd be doing this.
Right.
And that's where all of that timing issue becomes a problem. Now I'm trying to get you to feel a little bit more stable face. There's square. Now there's release. So you're feeling like you're swinging what I call left, or your hands are exiting under your belt line on the target side of your body. Okay, not bad, but you close the face slightly. There we go. There we go. Now that club's on the outside of your hands on the way down. That's imperative. Good. Good.
So that is
2.6, you're on the outside of the golf ball a little bit, and that's okay for now. We're going to
Yeah.
square that up, and we're going to get you around the 0 mark. or slightly, maybe even 2.6 underneath will still work. So to combat some of that outside, we need to start adding a little lateral move in the golf swing. So once you get to the top, you're going to feel like your left side's pushing to the target. Better. Better. Good. 4.9. We'll live with that. Good. And that's going to give you a little bit, if the face stays openish, you're going to see a little bit of a
I'm still
push.
coming inside with 4.9.
Yeah, but 4.9 is still in the realm of okay. You're not going to hit that whoopsie from 4.9. But you're still feeling like, so you're trying to feel lateral to push left, and that club will fall on path. Good. Now push lateral. Good. Hands path going left. Good. Good. Really good. I'm starting to see your hands release correctly now too. What I mean by that is your hands, as they come through the shot, they're more this way now instead of feeling like that type of look. So now I am watching your hands after impact and it looks really good. That's 3.6. That's great. Great little thump there. Good job. And as you get loose, we're going to start adding speed. I'm starting to see it already.
Yeah.
Good, 0.5. Beautiful. Good. So that isn't your old push out to the right. That ball started more on our target line and then fell to the right. So that's a great sign. So that means our path was really good, 2.8. Fantastic. Fantastic. Backspin, 7 grand. Good. Very good. Means we're hitting pretty much square into the golf ball, nicely down.
So this is a good kind of.
Yep. That's exactly what we want.
So the other thing that I'm trying to do more consistently is everything about the approach to hitting the ball.
Right.
So
you're set up then.
What I've been doing with my irons is I've been coming here, right, and I've been going like this.
Okay. And that's still going to give you a feeling of you have to square the face up with your hands.
To get this. But now what I want to do is I want to come like this.
Very good.
So if I'm going to do any kind of routine,
you want to feel like
I want to get this.
Correct. Correct. You want your hands going past your left hip pocket. That's all right. It was a little bit faster than the last one. The whole thing was. And we weren't really set. You kind of moved while you were still talking about it. Beautiful. Pretty good.
It's really helpful to see, I think, the result from what I'm feeling.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Oh, no, that's a huge thing.
Because when you're out on the golf course, it's hard to, you know.
It is. Very much so. Really good.
To me, that felt really good.
That was really good. And then you can also see, now you can start learning about your ball flight. Ball flight started slightly right of our target and felt right. So our path is going to be really pretty good. And our face was more open instead of you trying to flip it shut. Okay, so that was good path, but we flipped the right hand just a little. Or we released it. I wouldn't necessarily say flip, but I didn't hear it hit as solidly. 0.5, perfect. Perfect. Don't don't feel afraid to feel this either too, Jeff. In transition, you're gonna start to feel this move too. You're gonna start feeling a little bit more push into your left heel. Close, close. Okay, 0.5, good.
I felt that a little flippy.
Yeah, good, good. That's exactly right. On the real golf course, that would have been a little heavier.
Yeah.
Strong face at impact, keep those hands moving. There you go. Close, close. .8, fantastic.
That's all got to do with my path, right?
Well, no, the path was great,
Right.
but you can see how much side spin we had on that with a wedge. 1,000 means our face was turning rapidly through impact. So we did close the face, because if we had a square face at 0.8, this ball would go really, really straight. It would be a laser. This one turned a little bit more than you probably, it's okay, you're still on the green, but that's that little bit of a move through the ball where you're closing the face down at the bottom instead of just moving those hands and using your body to square the face up instead of your hands. So as you're turning left, that's squaring the face up. There you go. Okay, a little off balance.
That felt pretty good.
That was good. Dead straight, matched it up nicely. So here's also something that you'll see, and it's nothing wrong with it, but it's what feel. So here's what you're feeling in rehearsal, right? See how far outside the hands are and the club head?
Mm-hmm.
Which is exactly what you want to rehearse. Because you got close to it, you didn't get exactly on it, but you got close to it. See how the club still went a little bit on the inside,
Mm-hmm.
but this is really good right there. That move right there. See how it's coming down through the bicep?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to release it. Now watch where your hands go. See how they're going left?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. And this club's coming through the lap. And when we get to the longer clubs, we'll see a little bit more stretch with the arms. But that's a really nice little soft little pitching wedge right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So make sure, because I do the same type of thing. I exaggerate my practice takeaway. And then when I go real, it's usually not as drastic as what I'm trying to do. It's just going to be right on top or right in the middle of what I need. So you're rehearsing it beautifully. There you go. Good. Not bad. Hand path was really good. We just got to close just a little bit.
Those clubs going 100 to 100, 100, 110.
Carry? Or?
Total distance.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get 110 total or carry. So we're just going to feel like we're going to maybe turn a little bit bigger, and we're going to move laterally just a little bit more as we time this. Yep. Good. Now the hand path goes left. Beautiful. And the more vertical or the more out the hands go, the easier it is to swing left. I really like that one. Okay, so the last statement I said, does that make sense? If you weren't able to hear me, that's fine.
Yeah. Well,
Very good, yes, because as soon as we get that handle in, it's really hard to get it back here, right?
Yeah.
Because now it's going to be one of these.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be throw over. It's hard to get that club coming down and then from here to get it over here. So exactly. So feel like we're going A to B, so we're taking it out. That club in transition will start to flatten. Don't fear that you're going to swing over the top on this one. Okay, fine. You take that miss every time.
Yeah, a little thin.
Yeah, every time you'll take that miss. It's just, you know, it's up on the front of the green. We had a little bit longer birdie putt than we should, but path was beautiful.
So it's all, you know, for the clock, it almost feels like it's a 2 o'clock to a 7 o'clock, or 1 o'clock
Perfect.
to a 5
I
o'clock,
love it.
right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. It would never be 7 and then back over to 9 and then out to whatever that number would be.
Or
I'm trying to figure out how you.
I mean
how you see
11.
your
I mean
clock.
11 o'clock.
Okay.
11 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah. That would be on a clock. That would be a straight line.
It's
From 11 to 5
like
would be
this,
like this.
angle
Very good.
out there, right?
Very good. And go ahead, set up again. Go to the top and use your 11 to 5 analogy. Okay, great. Now your 11 to 5, your hands are going 11 to 5, correct?
Yeah.
Not so much the club head. And this is what happens in transition. Make your hands go to 5, start pushing lateral 2, and that club's going to start to fall down right on path. So, but we have to have that little lateral push to help that club kind of sag or fall. Beautiful. Really, really good. Good. Beautiful path. Beautiful path. Very good. Oh, Jeffrey.
That was good.
That was mushed. Yeah, that's what we're chasing right there. That was a really, really great swing. Really great swing. Good. Path 1.1. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. That path might be a little more on the outside. Just a hair maybe. 1.2. The ball started just left of our target line and then fell to the right. Face angle was beautiful. You did a great job of keeping that real stable. Okay, so that one sounded dangerously in the heel.
Yeah. I think do that pretty quick.
And look at our path. We got the 6. So we're 2 degrees in the danger zone. After 4, we're getting a little bit too shallow.
So that means I was up here and I
Either that or it didn't go up there. You didn't go to 11, you went to more maybe like 1 o'clock. Right? And then the hands are already going to start moving down. So now you went to 3 o'clock and now you're too far under. There you go. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. That's a really pretty little cut shot right there. That would have been more like 10 to 4. That was a little bit more across it, right? There's 2.3. See the number?
Yeah.
So that was more 10 to 4, which is fine. And that's how we can hit these little cut shots that spin this way. Spin right once it hits the green. And that's how you can kind of control how you want the ball to spin. You're just going to come over it just a little with an open face. There you go. But that's where I'd rather you err on 2 over than 6 under. Good. You want to hit a longer club before we're done?
Yeah.
7?
Let's try a 7.
Okay.
Ooh, it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Do clubs care if they sit in the trunk?
They do in the heat.
Okay.
So when I lived in Palm Springs, you would see this all the time. The heat would be so immense that the epoxy would start to melt on the club heads, and then sooner or later the club heads were getting loose and flinging off. Cold, not so bad, but you do have to be careful in the summertime. It doesn't get that hot here, but I've seen it happen where they just, the trunk travelers, they just keep them in their car all the time.
Yeah.
It gets 100 degrees for a week, and it can do some damage. All right, trust that club face is going to be there. You had a great path there, but you totally shut the face down through impact. And my guess is that's where that 8-iron came from on 2. When you're telling me about that, or 4, or whatever hole you were talking to me.
Okay.
See, that was a little bit over actually too, 5 degrees. So we're going to feel like still 11 to 5, and that face is going to feel. So let's do 11-5 with the face open, 2 to 5 degrees. So it's going to be a pretty high little cut here on purpose. Yeah, gorgeous. Really good. Well done. Okay, so let's do same path, but feel the face a little bit more square. We're not going to flip it shut. Look at that path is still 2.4. Really good. Even on your feeling of 11.5, that path was, what, 1230 to 1230, like, or to between the 6 and 7.
No.
It's okay. Still feel that good transition. Don't be in a hurry to return. Good. That's the shape we want. Good. Great, 1.3, excellent. Give me a little more lateral push on this one. Let's hit this a little harder. Good. Good. Really good. So now we're going to same path. We're just going to feel like that face is slightly more closed through impact. That's all. And we're going to see the ball go another 15 to 20 yards.
That fell.
Yeah, no, that was hit really, really well.
24. So how accurate is that?
Pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate. You may see difference in real life by 3 to 5 yards. So let's say we hit that 127, 140, or 130.
All right. So
Yeah, right. Really good shot shape.
when I'm doing this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling like the path of the club head is coming this way,
Yeah, that's fine.
right?
That's fine. And sometimes it is.
Not this way.
No. You want to always feel like it's going left, Jeff.
Okay.
But if we add lateral to it, that club will start to fall and go straight through. Okay? If we just spin, then we're going to start to see this number grow.
Right.
Okay? But if we have a little lateral push as we swing down, that was pretty. Get into that left heel and transition. Bad. It's okay. It was.
Do one more. Whoopsie.
That's okay.
End on that.
No, we're not. See the shot you want to hit. Good. Path was good. You had that face more square, you're going to hit it 10 more yards. So that was 136 right there. Right? Good path. 2.8, little on the outside, but that's better as you hit the whoopsie, so the next one's going to be slightly more over.
Yep.
Good job.
Okay. We can